The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now, 865-243-TALK. That's 243-8255. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome to the Patrick Riggins Show. Sometimes I feel like the last man standing, that I may be standing here alone. And I know a lot of you out there probably feel the same way, but take solace in this. You are not standing alone. There are a lot of us out here, and we are starting to make ourselves known. Broadcasting our message of freedom and liberty is the radio station here in Knoxville that is reaching parts of 5 states and 2 time zones. It is none other than WNOX FM 100.3. We are blasting out 100,000 watts of RF power into the ether, disseminating our message of truth about the real American ideals that made this country great. Not only can you use your regular standard FM broadcast receiver to listen to this show, you can also take advantage of the wonderful invention of Al Gore called the Internet. Just bring up your web browser, type in www.wnoxfm.com. There you can monitor this show being sent out over the airwaves via the in-studio webcam here at American Freedom Station, Knoxville. That web address again is wnoxfm.com. Sitting here, twirling the dials and pushing, actually standing here, twirling the dial and pushing the buttons is our radio show producer extraordinaire, Tori. How's it going, Tori?
Hello.
Last hour that you have to work?
Nah, it's all right. I enjoy it. I enjoy being here.
I didn't say you didn't enjoy it. I just said the last hour.
Yes.
So you made the assumption.
You know we do when we assume.
Yeah. Yes. You
I do it quite a bit.
You make something.
I do that without assuming, but...
Well, of course, Tori is playing this coming week at the Well, correct?
Yes, actually, Saturday night. There we go. Saturday night.
He can multitask here, push buttons and talk.
Next Saturday at the Well, 3 of us are playing. It's us, Court Jar, a friend of mine's band, actually, Gorilla Sun. It's their show, their headline. We're playing right before them, and band called Phoenix Bloom is opening up. So all that starts around 9 o'clock at the Well on Kingston Pike, right after the Florida game. So come on down after UT beats Florida, have some drinks, and enjoy the show. And
the Well being right next to Mayo's, that shopping center right to the east of Mayo's.
Yeah, it's right next to Long's Drug Store. It's like if you go into the Long's Drug Store complex, it's the place that's got the stairs that go down into the center of the earth. It seems like, yeah, but it's a really nice, cool, clean place. It's not a dive or.
And it's right next to Lenny's. If you see Lenny's sub shop, it's right to the left of that.
Yeah, so once again, it's Court Jar, Gorilla Sun, and Phoenix Bloom next Saturday night.
And that's S-O-N or S-U-N?
S-U-N. And gorilla, not like the animal. Gorilla like...
Oh, like freedom fighters.
Freedom fighters, yes.
Yes.
Not gorilla like big monkey.
Like beating your chest.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't much go with the sun either. So
they're a good band, though, man. Come on, check them out. Yeah, and Patrick will be there signing autographs this time. He wasn't there last time. I know the line was about a mile long to meet you, and you disappointed a lot of people. So putting you on the spot, you got to be there this week.
I will try to be there. I'll do my best to be there, and I'll bring a pen with lots of ink.
Yeah. So, a Sharpie.
A Sharpie, yes, to get all those autographs signed.
Girls come in, want you to sign a piece of paper.
Pieces of paper, that's what they usually ask. I'm not a rock guy like you. They ask rock stars to sign those things.
You're your own rock star, and that's all that matters. You're my rock star.
Up here in my little head.
You're my rock star.
Aww. That could start rumors.
Didn't mean.
All right, thank you again for tuning in to the Patrick Riggins Show again this week. I am here to tell you the truth. I don't usually sugarcoat it, but if it'll help get it into your system. You see, even though sometimes you might not like how medicine tastes, it is good for you and will make you better. Along those same lines this week, I'd like to talk real quick about freedom and liberty and do we really want it in America these days? I ask this question because I look around during this election time and see the outright self-delusion of people devoted to parties who are not freedom and liberty minded, people who are not concerned with the future problems of this country. Heck, I don't even think they're concerned with the current problems either. For instance, just look at the budget numbers. We are rapidly approaching a point where we are going to run out of money. It isn't a matter of if, but when, and neither major political party is doing anything about it. And no, moving the problem on out into the future is not doing something about it. It is only delaying the inevitable. That's why I mentioned at the start of this show the feeling that I'm standing alone. But since I know a lot of people feel this way, I know I'm not standing alone. And you aren't either. It sure seems like it sometimes, though, but take heart. The Republican establishment would not have taken the steps they did at their convention if the people who supported candidates like Ron Paul were not becoming a major problem within the party. I use the word problem because we are a problem to the establishment and their big government knows best type of solutions. We are not a problem to the overall American ideal. We don't look to government for answers. We look to ourselves. And that is very frightening to people who like to tell others what to do. C.S. Lewis stated it really well, and I wanted to get this out last week, but we didn't have time. He said, of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. It would be better to live under robber barons than under omnipotent moral busybodies. The robber baron's cruelty may sometimes sleep. His cupidity may at some point be satiated. But those who torment us for our own good will torment us without end, for they do so with the approval of their own conscience. So you can think about that this week, and again, if you want to look it up, as C.S. Lewis stated that. We're up on the first break of the show. When we come back, we'll be getting into Paul Ryan's speech this week, some stuff Mitt Romney talked about, and a couple other things. This is the Patrick Riggins Show. We'll be back after these messages.